Hello and welcome to KTV News. Our top stories include how we can live sustainably on campus and what influencer culture means to students in Kent. But first, as we call action on the film festival, some of our KTV members are diving right into producing their own films. But what does that actually look like behind the glamorous shots and scripted scenes? Will Player is going backstage to show us what really happens when the curtains are closed.
Hey there, it's Will from KTV News. I'm here today at the KTV studios to be interviewing the directors from the upcoming KTV films. Let's go and take a look at what they're doing.
I'm Harvey Ryan, first year film student at the University of Kent and writer director of Lost Comfort. Lost Comfort tells the story of a man struggling to cope with the loss of his love. It's a romance drama with a hint of sci-fi, but that's as far as I'll say for now. I can't wait to begin filming, and of course more than anything, I can't wait to show you all the film at the festival. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all in May.
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Wiley. I'm a Joint Honours Comparative Literature and Film student. I am the director of A Matter of Life and Death, and this is a situational comedy about God and the devil, Lilith, sitting in a bar and discussing the fate of someone who has just died, and they decide to play drinking games. Who will win, who will lose, who will get her soul?
Hi, I'm Lily Waywell. I'm the writer and director of Hidden Silence. The short film follows a 12-year-old, Elijah, and his little sister, Anna, who's 8-year-old. Elijah struggles to look after Anna while going through a forest and trying to find food whilst living in a post-apocalyptic world. The post-apocalyptic world is one where humans have resulted into violence and cannibalism. So without the guidance of parents, Elijah struggles to look after Anna whilst being a child and also trying to be a parental figure to her.
Hi, my name is Javier. I'm the director of the film called Luck that eventually will come to a big screen here at the Film Festival of Kent. I'm very excited, as well as my crew, of starting to shoot it, and we hope that you guys enjoy once that we have it all wrapped up.
Hi, I'm Harry Brown. I'm director and writer of The Director. The short film follows an actress on an opening night of a theatre production, and she sort of has to work with this director who's quite manipulative, but even though he makes her a great actress, sort of puts her mental stability in doubt, and that film sort of follows her struggles with that in the lead up to the performance. I'm really excited to be working on it and hope you will like it when you see it at the film festival.
Hi, I'm Cole. I'm directing the animated film West, a Civil War story, and can't wait for you all to see it. It's coming out soon. Thank you.
Throughout January, many people worldwide attempt to eat just vegan food. But now that Veganuary has come to an end, will green eating habits last? And how can we make sure students in particular are helping the environment while still prioritising their well-being? Daniela Ross found out what the University of Kent is doing to promote sustainability.
Last month, the chefs at Darwin College hosted a Veganuary workshop to celebrate and to promote sustainable eating and to show students how easy it is to cook vegan. I came along to find out if students who went to this event learnt anything new and whether they plan to carry on eating sustainably.
And so why did you come here today?
Yeah, so it's a vegan cooking class, and I've been vegan for a couple of years now, and I was just I was curious what they were going to teach us, and I think I've learned a couple of new things, and it's definitely worth it.
Nice. How do you find it being vegan at uni?
I think, or at least the restaurants on campus that I've been to have a couple of vegan options. I think you have to look out for the vegan things, but I think it's possible to find some good ones.
The majority of students who went to this event were vegan and even tried to maintain a sustainable lifestyle while living here in Kent. But with Veganuary ending, I wanted to find out what other events the College and Community Life team here at the uni were hosting in order to promote sustainability for non-vegan students. The Plant a Seed project is an event that happens regularly on campus, in which students are shown multiple quick and easy ways to live sustainably. The event included a tour of the Oasis garden and some tutorials on how to plot plants using toilet roll.
Cool, so we're going to start with a slightly more sustainable version of potting some plants. So we're going to use toilet rolls to make the pots, and then you cover it over. And that's it. Once you get home, should I bring the soil onto the... Do you find it easy to be sustainable at university as a university student? So then with your pinky,
I'm not really sure actually, it's my first time that I'm staying on a campus. I do believe that you have lots of activities like this one that might help you and might give you the knowledge. So this is a good first start, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much for me.
Well, in general, I think that there is like a lot of information available on how you can make your life like more sustainable in terms of like recycling and eating and everything.
Well, in here I feel like the recycling system is not so good as in my home country, so it's been a bit harder, I think, because I would like to recycle better, but and I think that as a student it's a bit harder because you might want to buy some ready-made foods and stuff like that because it's sometimes cheaper and so on. So yeah, I think when you're in work life you have more money to be sustainable in a way.
And put it in the middle, just up to your knuckle, so the first knuckle. Like I say, grab a little pinch, make sure you get some. They said they recommend about 2 to 3, just because not all of them will grow. So
Sustainability, I believe, is always good for everybody. At least for me personally, I do believe it's good. Not always because of the sustainability or whatever, it's because you're doing something outside, something different that, kind of the main activities that you can do, like sports and whatever. It's something really different that it's kind of outside the box. To me it's cool, and hopefully everybody else can give it a shot too.
Social media has taken the world by storm, with influencing becoming the dream job for young people all over the world. But why is that? Kate and Kuchede explored the benefit influencers have on society and what that means for the influenced in Kent.
Being an influencer has become one of the most sought-out career paths of today's youth. So I sat down with Hannah Ofori, a student at the University of Kent, who recently decided to add influencer to her CV to find out why it's become so trendy.
So you're pretty early on in your influencer career, and it's quite a saturated market right now. What made you decide to become one?
Okay, so the reason why I decided to start this journey is because I've always liked to document my trips, to share with my followers what I do, where I go and stuff. And my friends have always pushing me to take it seriously. They'll always be like, Hannah, why don't you start a YouTube channel? Hannah, why don't you just be an influencer? And I'll be like, no, guys, this is not for me. I don't want to get into this industry and stuff. But then I thought about it and I was thinking what difference is it going to make? I'm already doing what am I supposed to do? So why not take it more seriously and see what happens? So yeah, that's how I started.
Okay, interesting. So it's basically just an extended version of a hobby you have.
Yeah, 100%. I don't even see it as a job. It's a normal thing. It's like a normal routine for me. If I go to a place, I'll just share it on my social media.
The reasons that Hannah have stated could be very similar to what other influencers believe. An additional motivation to join this industry could be the fact that according to Statista, influencer marketing was worth approximately $14 billion in 2021. However, like any other career, it has its downs.
So there's a lot of negativity on mainstream media about this particular profession. What do you think about this? And is influencing really as bad as people make it out to be?
So if I have to be honest, I'm still quite in the early stages to give a full overview on the negative aspect of my job. but I can see like from bigger influencers like what can happen and stuff. But for now, what I'm seeing is that it's not even that bad. Like I like the sense of community.
It seems like Hannah has had a positive experience so far, which may be why so many young people are attracted to the industry. Of course, with time, her perception may change. Keitan Kuchede, KTV News.
With COVID restrictions easing again, some students are back on campus full-time with face-to-face lectures. But some of us are still working remotely. So, can we feel safe back on campus? Hannah Matthews asked students how they feel.
2 years into the pandemic now, coronavirus have become part of our daily life. We're here today to see how this has affected the lives of students and their courses at university.
Face-to-face interaction is so much better than studying online. I'm in my 3rd year and this is probably going to be my first full year on campus. In first year I had first term face-to-face, and then after that the second part of first term and second year were all online.
Is your course currently living up to the expectations that you had of university, especially in relation to COVID?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing the best they can. It's definitely better than last year. I think last year was a lot more difficult because it was 100% online. You couldn't really use the campus facilities that much, whereas like this year, a lot of it's back in person again. I've actually found the online accessibility to be really good as well.
Personally, I don't feel like it's affecting my learning too much, but last term we had a lot of online seminars and they didn't feel as interactive as they could have been.
I gained more for having interactions face-to-face with lecturers than just everything being online.
And at its height, how much were you impacted by the pandemic, by the lockdowns, in what way?
You really had to push yourself mentally. I was in the same room, sitting at a computer, and it just didn't really feel like I was actually at university.
We didn't have any other options, so just sitting in my room the whole day, just staring into a screen, so it was a bit boring.
I had to basically just force myself to actually learn. Just being in your room and being taught, there's a lot of distractions, but then when you're actually in the classroom, you're in that work mindset.
And from studying at home to studying on campus, what are students expecting from a future at university with coronavirus?
At some point we're going to have to live with it.
It will just exist now. I don't think you can fully get rid of it. You can control it, but it will just, it's always going to be there now.
It's just going to become a everyday thing that people don't really think about. It's not going to be a conscious thing anymore.
Most students have seen their lives and courses dramatically changed by coronavirus and had to adapt their learning methods. But with most of the teaching face-to-face, they are more hopeful about the future.
That's all from KTV News. Be sure to keep updated at KTV Kent on Instagram and on our website www.kenttelevision.com. Thanks for watching.